We are watching the Urban Debate on Mirror. Now I'm Faye D'Souza. This evening we're going to continue to focus on this very important case. It's important not just because of the high-profile accused, but because it is an indicator of what's happening in our country right now. Is the arrest enough? What about all of the other demands that the police officer who had initially filed the watered-down complaint should be removed from office? That a completely separate team, a special investigating team that has nothing to do with Haryana and cannot be influenced by the politics there, be set in or be brought in to actually investigate this case. Yogita Bayana, go ahead.
Faye, actually thank you so much, because this is the first time I would be interacting with Veronica, because Veronica is on the panel, so I would like to salute her, and we all as women of this country are with her. I would like to bring her to her notice that yesterday also I was discussing with some senior police officer that 307 can also be added, because when she was driving and she was chased, she could have met with the accident, and that could have led to her, severe kind of incidents. So that could also be 307 can be, put in there. The lawyers are on the panel. They would agree here that this is as serious as, attempt to murder. So Raman Malik was saying here that, why you're not talking about the serious cases. This is as serious as this. This could have led to seriousness. That's why we are talking about it. And we all stand with Veronica. That's why I wanted to, kind of communicate it through your channel. And second thing is, I've been hearing Veronica on various channels. She has been explaining and giving explanations and clarifications. Veronica, you don't have to give clarification and explanation. That onus is on the accused. Why you were using phone, why you were drunk, you don't have to give any explanation to anybody. We are not, no more, as women we should explain anybody.
You're not under trial.
Onus is not on us, please understand.
Thank you.
So we all stand with you powerfully. We all with you, we are all with you as women of this country.
Yogita, you're very, very right, and I thank you for making that statement on behalf of all of the women in this country. We do stand with Aditi Nagpur and with Veronica, and Yogita is so right. Veronica is not under trial here. You are not being investigated. You don't have to explain anything. You don't owe these cheap people on Twitter any sort of explanation at all.
Definitely, Faye. Let me just agree with Aishwarya and the spokesperson just now. Basically, it is like very clear and evident. In this particular case, the victim was known, accused were known, and also there were enough evidences like CCTV footage, so to say. Still, it took them more than 72 hours to come to this conclusion. So you can imagine what will happen to those cases, those who, they don't have any links. Still, we can say they have taken 72 hours. It means they are inefficient, or definitely it's a cover-up. So I should say I'm a very optimistic person when it comes to women's safety and this country. I'm sorry to say openly, but I'm pessimistic about this. And this is a conclusion of a case where everybody was talking about this case. All the channels, social media, everywhere there was bashing on this case. But you can imagine what happens to the normal case. And I'm sure, Faye, you also know, and the other panelists who are sitting on the channel, we as women, we have been stalked day and night, every time. It nothing to do with the sun, whether sun is out, sun is not out. It is, stalking is so common, and nobody talks about it. We have been talking about rapes, that's fair enough. But stalking, something is like we learn to live with. I have been stalked so many times, even working on women's safety issues. I have so much experiences to share. Even every woman in this country would have. So I want to tell that every case will that lead to the conclusion, or every time we need media to come into the picture and put pressure? These kind of goons, political goons, are available in every kind of places, and they are the one they get so much of courage because of their backgrounds. So we need to see whether all the cases are reported and lead to the conclusion. I mean, I'm still very pessimistic, being an optimistic person on this panel.
Right. And I just want to point out something. There are two things to worry about here. One is, of course, Babul Supriyo, who says, let's not have a media trial. But the worrying concern that all of our panelists have put forward is that unless the media pulls something up and puts it on a national platform, we don't see the kind of reaction that we should see from law enforcement. So the other concern that's popping up is, will this case be forgotten if the media forgets it? Will the case then be brushed under the carpet? Will the particular accused receive 5-star treatment inside of jail? I will promise you one thing, on this channel we will not forget about this particular case. We will continue to pull it up on a regular basis.